Juma with me yirani fie kwan no akopie wo bi fie akoda wo bi mpaso edi ho nansa abira wo kwa adwuma no awu otimi firi ho no akwa adwuma no asambra na ne fie kwan no ayira no betimi yedi ho ayi no akọ be ma ne fie no asiesie no abeda no otimi prebe no ande fro ne nkwan ahihye fridge mu ama be me no ne ade wo timi amwa woni obi wo ho mo wo he ho esoro ho ana he na mo wo woni obi ya wo ho 9 years monka awade asem wo timi amwa and as soon as me nipa no meko ne ho weekend nti wan humi a me wo ho first no bi kwa washing a wotete afi di omo ba mu kita suitcase ova Ghanaian na me en spinter say my enyo eten spinters oba enyo eten spinters Ghanaian na me spinters really
force honorable at force. Yeah. Only for part of Wadawma. And some said to be said, Wadawma, e-levy, betting tax. And a tax is via Ghana for a sworn on a drink, say, a radiat more, ye are appointing as a finance minister. Budget a decay or neighbor parliament. Sad in the decay. Abani Bechem. Abani Bechem. My bed. And yet, and yet, our bed. Come on, give me something to be a cry. Minamajumanamico. So, I hear my bed. And yet, our bed. Why not happen so my bed in him? Abraham come. No, you must get it.
Can I GFA president of Kachakureku? Ket Okreku. Yes, Kachakureku. Ket Okreku. Don't put your dictionary into my dictionary. When I provide, don't remove my providing. Leave my point. Can I GFA president of Kachakureku? Ket Okreku. Yes, Kachakureku. Ket Okreku. Don't put your dictionary into my dictionary. When I provide, don't remove my providing. Leave my point.
It's a two-flare bulldog, as I would describe it.
Is a what?
A two-flare bulldog.
Okay, you mean they can't bite? They are toothless bulldog.
Yeah, it's a two-flare bulldog, as I would describe it.
Is a what?
A two-flare bulldog.
Okay, you mean?
You see, it's a two-flare bulldog, as I would describe it. What? A two-flare bulldog.
Okay, you mean they can't bite? They are toothless bulldog.
Yeah, it's a two-flare bulldog, as I would describe it.
Is a what?
A two-flare bulldog.
Okay, you mean?
You see, it's a two-flare bulldog, as I would describe it.
Is a what?
A two-flare bulldog.
Okay, you mean they can't bite? They are toothless bulldog.
Yeah, it's a two-flare bulldog, as I would describe it.
Is a what?
A two-flare bulldog.
Okay, you mean?
Dia mouton honum ana mebe meya mu bibi osi mumpong dia mouton honum
mumpong no if they say pong it means close.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Stop, if you say mumpong there's like I'm going to go and they're closing. Mumpong dia mouton honum, stop that thing.
Mumpong dia mouton honum ana mebe meya mu bibi osi mumpong dia mouton honum
mumpong no if they say pong it means close.
Yes.
Munjai.
Okay.
Stop. If you say mumpong there's like I'm going to go and they're closing. Mumpong dia mouton honum, stop that thing.
Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. Welcome to 97.3. Welcome to Sports Panorama. This is the hub where we break down everything that happened across the sporting week. The drama, the debate, the analysis, and yes, the humor that actually keeps you alive. This is the only show where we don't just report, don't just report the stories, you know. Step right into it. Friday is that time for you. And this week, oh boy, been nothing short of electric. All roads leading to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The Black Stars of Ghana already in the United States of America, beginning preparations or continuing preparations. Head coach Carlos Queiroz will be getting into that 1-0 draw, the fallouts from that game. Go heavy on that. Are you really confident about the team's chances at the upcoming tournament? Always an interactive show, so send us your thoughts, and we always do this with you. 0539 986 996 0539 986 996. Show proudly brought to you by Blue Gems Energy Drink, Litina Travel and Tour, Bank of Africa, Betway Bet Influenza, Extra Cash. Yeah, man. You know, like I always say, right? On Fridays, you need cash to move around. You need cash to hold you till Sunday, and then Monday you start working again. Yeah. You work hard, you party hard. That's how we do it, you know. Yeah, I'm Gabby Affair, and I welcome you again to the show. But I've got some big messages for you. For the business tycoons who'll be heading to Boston, because you need to get ready for a historic business opportunity at the upcoming World Cup as Ghana takes on England. You know, Ghanaian businesses also get a chance, right, to take on the global markets at the Made in Ghana Expo. It's happening in June. That's 22nd and 23rd at the Envision Hotel in Boston. That's where Ghana will be playing its second game. So who is doing this? It's Litina Travel and Tours in partnership with who? That's the Ministry of Trade and Agribusiness and Industry, inviting manufacturers, fashion designers, food processors, beauty brands, pharmaceuticals, real estate companies, banks, construction firms, and many more to showcase their products to international buyers, so distributors and also investors. So Boston is your home for you during this period. One of the strongest Ghanaian diaspora communities will welcome fans and business leaders from across the world, making this the perfect platform to grow your brand. Yeah, to grow your brand. Again, to grow your brand and expand into the US market. So if you haven't done that by reserving your booth, please do so now by calling us on 024-426-0789, or you can visit us Litina Travel at Alisa Hotel, North Region, Accra. It's the Made in Ghana Expo FIFA World Cup 2026 in Boston, and that's proudly powered by the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. Now, if you need energy tonight, because it's Friday, and Blue Gems Energy Drink is calling you. So Blue Gems Energy Drink is your favorite energy drink. You can ask Judanka. He's been on it for a minute. It's been on the Ghanaian market for over 20 years. Blue Gems contains many vitamins and nutrients like the vitamin B2, B3, B6, B12, as well as taurine and guarana, which are known to boost your strength and energy, as well as promote high performance and endurance. Blue Gems Energy Drink is for bold and active men and also women. So for bulk purchase, you can call us on 020-8128-190 or 0550-010-000. So Blue Gems Energy Drink Detox. Now, Betway Bets Influenza is also calling you. It's time to get rewarded as the next big sports betting influencer with Betway. So please bet and share your codes with friends, fans and followers. If you place bets using your code, guess what? You earn 4% of their wager. It doesn't matter whether it's a win or loss. If they bet to your code, you earn 4% cash of their wager amount. This means the more people bet with your code, the more you earn. So get everybody to be betting with your code. Get your friends, your families, your chucho monchos, and want everybody to hop on, and start betting, sharing, and winning with Bets Influencer. Exclusive to Betway only. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. So bet the responsible way. Betway says get way more. Now, if you have a dormant account, Bank of Africa is calling you. Enjoy our refresh products and services, including our enhanced SME support facility, USD debit card, credit card, and also, and a lot more. You can also update your account at any Bank of Africa branch with your Ghana card. If that is difficult for you to do, just kindly reach our call center 0302 42 9333 or 0302 249690, or you can chat Fafa at www.boaghana.com for support or inquiries. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. Now, you know how life goes sometimes, right? Unexpected wahala fees show up. The school fees, rent, working free, your PS5, everything become material one. And that's why extra cash from Forms Capital, they here for you. It gives you extra money right inside your Momo wallet. You can repay any day or up to 30 days. The best part is, listen to this, the interest is charged on how long it takes to repay. So when you keep paying on time, the limits will grow over time. So make you not take the money, then you go do over 30 days. We will go come out you for top. So no need to stress. Just dial *170 hash, select 5, 3, and 5, and also to activate your extra cash. Because with Forms Capital, listen, the mantra is no wallets left behind. So go on, leave extra with extra cash. Yaman. Let's get into it. It's been a hot week. Yeah. The Black Stars of Ghana, if you're looking for the team, they're no longer in Cardiff and the USA. Continuing preparations for the upcoming tournament. It's Ghana Panama on June 17, Ghana England on June 23, and Ghana Croatia on June 27. We're getting into that breakdown. And also Liverpool do have a new coach. Just in case you've not been reading, Iraola is here. We'll touch on the IFAB rules for the upcoming World Cup. Let me introduce the guys. I've got Jude Duncan in studio with me, Bernard Abeku-Otre, Yao Ejeminta. Coach Christopher Nimley will be joining us pretty soon to delve into today's conversation right at 97.3. If you are listening to us on radio, welcome. Send your thoughts to us. If you are watching us on YouTube, big ups to you. Yeah, we love you so much. Lots of messages in there. Guys, it's another Friday. We are here again.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Charlie. Okay, yeah. What the boys do right now, Seth?
Is it? What's the name, Boston?
Boston. You know, like I think that a lot of Ghanaian football fans are relieved.
Oh, yeah, man.
I get a sense that there's still some apprehension.
Oh yeah, the
there's still some uncertainty. But generally, if you look at some of the comments in the aftermath of the Wales game, you get a sense that there's some relief and reprieve that indeed we have a technical handler.
And that is a problem. It's a problem.
It's a two-edged sword, right?
It's a problem.
So in the relief, there could also be complacency.
Oh no, mine is not on complacency. But you finish.
But I will get disappointed.
You know,
I mean, guys, we've not started the show.
I'm just extolling exactly. This is in Johnson Smith. Warm up.
Johnson Smith's own words. The icing on the what? Sugar. The sugar on the cake. One bell for Johnson Smith.
If I ring another bell for corner means I'm with time for the corner inside one time. You say,
I will corner with that.
Oh, you forgot that.
You mention the corner. Mention the corner.
I don't know anything.
No, but Johnson Smith is the hard guy.
No, too much. You say what? When they I for search for that.
If for search him. Yeah, but Jude, I get the point you are making. I get a point.
Charlie, it'd be like back in the day. You did secondary school.
Yeah.
No, me I go a cracker. Oh, Charlie. No, we chop 95. Yeah, shout out.
You mean smooth boy,
bro. No giddy. Charlie. Bro.
Now here's how you put them. You be deadly. You know they talk plenty.
No, it'll be cool. We are gentlemen. Charlie. So like back in the day, we go fetch water, right? Charlie, you go fetch water, then the taps no the flow.
Yeah.
Then the day you go walk and go fetch the water, they come back, they see the tap the flow. Like so relieve the camp. You know? And I feel like largely the appointment of Carlos Queiroz and the aftermath of his first game has brought that relief. I'm sure we'll delve into the details of the game, but I don't know.
Yeah, so
it's been really interesting to see.
I quickly just want to
because you can't be relieved.
Just hold on for me. Hold on for me.
After playing Wales, you are relieved after playing Wales.
No, you can understand.
That's the thing.
Where Jude is coming from.
Because the expectations were low and are low.
Yeah,
that's why we were
relieved. Confident again.
We were relieved that we put out that performance against Wales, but on the real. How can you judge that performance and say there's relief? Okay. No way. Irrespective of the context of having played the first game under Carlos Queiroz, there's no way you can call that a relief. When you are playing, when you're about to go compete in the World Cup, if it was, let's say, in isolation, yes, then that way you can say that. But if it is preparation towards the World Cup, no, you can't be relieved.
All I say is one bell for tactical CQ.
Oh, Charlie. You know, Kakalika CQ. Without the dance move.
But the guy in the wiggle.
No, he therefore too much. CQ. No, he therefore.
When he did drip too, Charlie. He did ship some black.
They change some change. So get some ice. Get some ice on the neck. Get some ice.
Charlie. Then I did the launch, right? I did the launch.
So you see him?
No, he has
you
aura.
See the drip.
CQ get aura. You know the sweat bar too.
Yeah. You know, it just they count.
Even though the room was hot.
You know who the sweat. Charlie. Somebody told me say the sweat. You know, it is
tactical.
There's a correlation with your understanding of the game.
It is tactical. The sweating is tactical. Yeah. You don't over sweat when you know your game. Yeah. You know
the chop spoon with the left, chop with the hand. Let the Charlie. With that coat.
Yeah. But guys,
but that's a good quote too. But just because it came from him.
The context was
because that's why
exactly
a lot of people are bashing him. Trust me, if Carlo Ancelotti made that analogy, it would have been a big headline in a positive way, but because it's Otoado and because he doesn't have that much cash in the bank,
don't say it.
That's why but it's a good quote.
Guys, I want us to listen to GFA President Kurt Okreku, right? He's been saying a few things. He was on Delayed Show I think yesterday. He's been saying very, very big things. Let's listen to him and then we'll begin the conversation. We'll bring you that insert a bit later, right? We'll come back to that again. But I mean, for the uninitiated, the Black Stars were in action. It was a friendly game against Wolves in Cardiff at the Cardiff City Stadium. The game was played when?
Wednesday.
No, Tuesday. Okay, the game ended 1-0. It was Carlos Queiroz's first game in charge. You know, initially we had the Mexico game. He was not the man at the dugout. He was Desmond Affair. So this was Queiroz's first game in charge of the team. After the game, I mean, the game ended 1-0. A lot of people began to pick what they saw in that 1-0 draw. Several talking points, both positives and negatives. Some people say they finally see a team structure. There is an identity. Queiroz has his hands on this team and all of that. Certain players put up very good performances that attracted sports analysts to be reacting to it. It's been in there for this whole week till now. Jude, let me start off with you. Talk to me about your positives and negatives. I want you to start with the positives first, and after that, if you are very confident that based on what you saw in that Wales game, we can be very competitive at the World Cup?
You know, I'll just also quickly respond to Yao, right, and delve into the game. No,
am I surprised?
No. I'm not even trying to debate him. You know, but when I say
but you have an answer for him.
Duncan will always have an answer. But
of course, if I disagree, I don't have an answer. I have opinions, and I believe that.
And the boys were excited to. We're not excited that you went AWOL last week.
Oh no, last week I go MC Accra 95th anniversary. Oh, okay. You know, and it's only Accra that will get me to miss Panorama. Other than that, Charlie, we did inside.
Okay, hard.
You know,
talk to me.
No, we did like
I can hear it. Don't put it. 95th anniversary. You go small.
Charlie, see,
yeah.
You know, coach.
No, you proceed. Is picking this. Is picking this.
Today, I am Babas Rahman. No, biggest.
No. But they come. This is YouTube. No,
biggest.
No. But they come. This is YouTube.
Look,
put this on YouTube for me.
President Baba Rahman, I want your biggest fan
on YouTube for me.
President Baba Rahman, I want your biggest fan.
On there, me tweet to be bin.
Coach,
I tell you, I'm catch a Ghana for say. Tweet to be bin.
Coach,
I tell you, I'm catch a Ghana for say. I'm going to surprise the whole Ghana, and I'm saying that I'm going to surprise the whole Ghana. And I'm saying that.
And this is the surprise?
Look, I spoke to one of my brothers yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Look, I spoke to one of my brothers yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Mim Bonidin. And I'm a catcher and say, you know, on my bed. And I'm a catcher and say, you know, on my bed.
One partner then
look, the unction spoke.
Joe
was about the unction catcher me back coach Christopher Nimley and did Ketokreku Ketokreku Dinichia. I did bet to my boss Ghana one follow down not and support your boy. Look, today I will tell the whole Ghana I have a personal history with Baba Rahman.
A personal history
with him. But if Coach Sika Kono, one of the coaches who coached Baba Rahman when he was playing for Dreams FC, second division, Sobekaya. I told CK something. I think about. We are in 2026, right?
Yeah, man. CK was 2021.
No, I mean, no,
Dreams
like 15 years ago.
That's around about
2013,
14, 15 that way. I thought you said the Black Stars.
No, when CK was coaching Dreams FC, and he met my team at the time I was coaching Vision FC. Dabi, I said 15 minutes into that game, it was a decider. Ketokreku Bekai. So on Kaisu Diamenem, but me and my boss or secret or Bekai. 50 minutes as the two coaches on the touchline, Dreams FC needed to draw the game to make the middle league. My team Vision FC, we needed to win the game at all costs. And throughout the game, throughout the week, in preparing for the game, I told my boys that I suspect will be shown a red card. So my training section was all 10v11. I remember very well that my last training section, I even did 9v11.
The seer.
Me say, you start to them call. Jude, me say, call. Yan buff.
10 minutes.
In a red card, swing.
No red card, no swing.
Coachito. No, you know,
red card, no swing.
In the vision.
No, listen to us. See, most people don't know that. They ask me now, coach, why don't you coach it? Today I'm telling the history why I decided I won't coach in Ghana.
They don't know, eh?
You know what?
Vision the vision of the sea.
After the first 15 minutes, within the first 8 to 10 minutes, we were shown the red card. So I just told my boys, come on, we saw it coming, isn't it? Let's go for it. 2 minutes after the red card, Atena kasa. Atena kasa. Now me see, me see Atena kasa. And that day, if my boss Michael Osakre Bobo, you know who Bobo is, right?
Young man, the Prime Minister of Ghana, Minister of Ghana.
So the Prime Minister, he's the Chief of Staff.
He's actually still.
Me see, you know why you do that. So when I'm talking, I talk with all conviction. To me, country in Chirame. I walked to Sike Akono and I told him that, who is this your left back? And Sike told me he's called Baba. I said, look, this boy, I'm giving you 2 years. He will play for the Black Stars of Ghana.
I see. You prophesy.
So Baba, from Dreams FC 2nd Division, straight to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. In less than 2 years, Baba Rama was playing for what? The Black Stars of Ghana.
Yeah, man.
To me, he cannot become a bad player overnight. But those managing him have not managed him properly. When I sit here and I said, I don't see why he should be given the nod when he was playing for the tier B of Chelsea.
Tactical.
I said, no, a player who plays for Chelsea team B, a player who will not get the chance to even play in Chelsea team B, should not be given the chance to play for the Black Star. It was from no hatred. It is because I wanted the best for the boy. Look, me and Amitina Hakan say selection fence selection
the champion heavy coach.
I will accept and I will support the team. It did not mean say so the selection be bad. Not some your problem with selection. You can't criticize. I will criticize. That is what makes Coach Nimley fake, and everybody will want to listen to me. Today I cometh here.
You come here.
You come at her.
97.
My bad day. You was about a job about my if any yo. Look, you see what I'm doing?
Yeah, man.
Nobody should get it wrong.
Okay.
It has got nothing to do with Keto Creek. Or no Ketankasa. Or Sropo. Or to me, 5 phone crowd. And friend me. I'm doing this. I am doing this in the interest of the boy.
In solidarity
of the boy.
I see.
The boy will get better as a player. Baba, Mr. Shawuti. Don't show the bar.
Okay.
Stand
relax, make I interpret it.
Don't show the bar.
Stand firm.
What Kapenaya?
The World Cup.
The Fem Beni Kawaskiros. Befem Beni. Match, fair match, game, fair game. Whatever game,
Carlos Quiroz. Relax, see the speed.
Baba,
okay, if Quiroz calls you onto the pitch.
Okay, I want to see your character. Baba, I want to see your character.
Hey, I beg you behave yourself.
Hey, Mamita, and then City Online, Muncha. Just like any other player, I will support. You know, last week I say it is my prayer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coach, I want you to hold on for me.
I will hold on.
Right? We've missed the one thing on the show.
One know what
Relax. I'm saying that we've missed.
Debbie,
Are you listening?
hey, a crew,
Yeah, I know. How many do you have?
No, 3. Mesha crew.
Okay.
Mema okro.
Okay.
Mema be kukru. Next week. Ya mentako. Now me the Jude Dinaman. Ya be chop picture. Be net them. Ya me say be chat them picture no. Citi FM. Coach Nimle gathered support for Panorama. When Baba is giving a lot to play. La ilaha.
Let's do this real quick. Let's do this real quick.
Yeah,
we are 38 minutes into the show.
Yes.
We've missed the one thing on the show.
I know it.
The prayer.
That good.
Ushers into the spiritual realm. And then please hand over to Jude to start.
Right.
And then we'll come back to you.
Before I pray, I want to apologize to my listeners.
Today for you.
And to the viewers of this show that I got here late today. In fact, traffic or work from now. Next month, in my 3 piece. Because check baby. Because check baby. That's why I'm late. So I apologize.
Hard. So ushers into the spiritual realm. So let's go.
Wanna know what to make what to me. Yo, what's about?
10-11.
Manche. Wakobele yache. O manche yeli ava. Mene soha, nima soha, nama soha. Ghana mamu fefe clan. Abai zipa fambi etwe. Mene gbo ame gbe. Bi energy hena no kwale yo. Mene gbo ame gbe keke. Bi energy hena no kwale yo. Wakobele yache. O manche yeli ava. One dama. What be dama? What Jude? What abe kuke ya minta? No dama. No wale. No how anile. No way. Kari wale. Ano Tenziane amale ye bie. See ya amale be bie. See ya ko. Ona benimi support Panorama. See ya ko. Na kano ka mo ko fe ni ne ma fire more fire. Me no na me, I'm not a hypocrite. Never. The unction of upon my life. And the unction I have been fighting as me shake them unction we commit the black stars into your Zibout. You are America here, she should be beje. America na ya na what show ke sheke to kroku kumetolo wa show here. Che male. Je ke to kroku ji Ghana. By 10-11. Je ke to kroku ji Ghana. 10-11 sia. Je ke to kroku ji Ghana. Efe ni bi odogba mo kochito shi won chebo jo wa Zibout ake nyamo wo here wo kaleski wa se wale wo bless wale kakalika na me bomden wa me wale ha me nile ha me jomo ha me skills ha me no so na chabo kakalika ake America aswe here she eje kakalika sikio Ghana Blasters wo shwe wo here she kokoko Dabida here she shwe mo Dabida another Dabida eba mi kokoko fend mo yowa bo gbele no me na program me coach nimli me dedicate program there how Baba Abdurrahman Panorama okay me yoko down me come man be here Baba ke me yoko imi to go Baba yeko she min care me support Panorama easy many care in the minute. Many mama support it. 11. I told the people of Ghana through my expert that I have a surprise for them. Fantastic. This is the surprise. Yes, sir. We will support every single player in that team. We have gotten to the stage where the Black Stars of Ghana will need to be supported in thick and thin. One day you hold washi. One day you hold washi. Ake ewo wale. Ewo dam. Ne belegbe hawo. Ne oba femo gba. Nta. Ami. Jano manya blawo. Ye Yesu ba me. Amen.
Right, let's get into the show now. Okay. So Jude, before you get into your breakdown for me, right? We have to do this. You know, on June 4th, we celebrated our 8th anniversary. Channel 1 TV.
What's the clean now?
It was big for us. But coach, what the team right?
Chale Kochi. You for yellow and white.
Yellow. Yeah. No, but before that, you for pray for Channel 1 8th anniversary. Real quick. For we.
You remember Ketting is no more.
Channel 1 for no back. Channel 1 for no back. Clean. Channel 1 and fuck it who
clean.
Me kaipa.
What you do clean?
Cause you quick and
you was about. Ole noko. Ni maswa. Ole noko.
Oh, Charlie.
Enkai akeshi. Oh. Beni amatune. Me ken boss. The CEO Samens. E kem gbasane ko ne kem ake coach. Won fe nuku. Nuku boden je call now. Oba agboda.
You be stand.
Yeah, anokwale me.
You be stand.
Won wo no. Can you the next level?
Abai.
You are one double shonu.
Oh, Bushati.
Shidajiono.
Abai,
Manche. Zaba. Shidajiono.
Thank you.
Kenoko ye shida se. Na kashida.
Ni maswa.
Nunu wakabahambo. Channel 1.
Thank you.
Ke a dabushin.
Few.
Wadan to binu Samens. A dabushin. Avlen dabushin. Mo femo na ke jenshi.
Hallelujah.
Inyo mache mo femo be. Mina chen boss OJ. Edumo jala mi dane a dabushin. Commander denche.
Da.
Wa me wale. Ha me nile. No me ke chon woni. Channel 1 e hen wo share. Waje ko simple ne.
Amen.
Jẹ́ ṣiṣi jẹ́nẹ́ wọ́n jẹ́ kò ń ṣe pò nẹ́ lọ́bẹ̀ náà bá jẹ́ ń ṣí ẹ̀ bọ́dẹ̀ ń ṣe ó jọ ọmọ kẹ bọ́dẹ̀ ń ṣe ó gbẹ̀gbẹ́lẹ́ mọ́ bá wọ́n station náà nọ
gbẹ́lẹ́ mọ́
wọ́n lè akẹ́ gbọ́mẹ́ pí ẹjọ́ mi ẹ̀ she will remain the percentage we remain the standard we remain the standard we remain the percentage zip out ẹ̀ ọ̀nà kẹ́ àtsọ́gbẹ́ ní kẹ́kẹ́ ẹ̀ wálẹ̀. Kẹjọmọ kẹsìmọmọ ogbele ọgbẹ
gbẹlẹmọ
ọjọ jọmọ wọ
Yesu
Channel 1
zeba
mutual ẹfẹ kẹjọmọ wọ
thank you
jẹ shikakocho
jọmọ
shibodenche gbẹlẹ ọgbẹ ha wọ Fiona ha wọ esa wọ hiẹ wọ ba kẹmí nhyẹ ni wọ tún ọnu tí mo kẹmí nhyẹ hàn wọ fẹ kọmẹ yẹ Yesu gbà mí. Kẹsùmọmọ kẹjọmọ anyẹ wọ no wanwa wọ nupa ẹ jọmọ amẹ na mi diẹ wọ hin na mi jọmọ
ami
ṣìdá bò ṣìdá bò wana no wọ tó mi kẹsẹ ẹja ó na ó wọ tó mi ẹja ó na ó wọ tó mi ẹja ó na ó wọ. To make Channel 1 Ake ekome enyo ete ejwe enumo ekpa bawo banyo
jale
wake yo wajo
yama
wona 8 years
thank you
shidalile eba nye wo here keda
ya
Yesu gba
keda amen.
Over to you, let's hear from you.
You know, earlier you played a voice from Keto Kreku.
Yeah.
Right. And I'll just quickly say that, you know what, he should just leave the boys to go and play their football.
Oh.
No, he should leave them to enjoy their football.
How so?
Anytime he's had calls to speak about the team, encourage the boys, that kind of motivation he's been going on about, it doesn't really end well. Remember the last time he was with the boys and he was just on and on and on and on. We realized how that ended, right? So, I mean, we played with him. We get that he's the boss of this team, of the FA and everything, but they should just allow the boys to play their football against Wales, right? And I made a point, and I want to just quickly touch on that. It's often said that those who don't know their history, right, are bound to repeat the mistakes of the past. And in saying that, it's important that you appreciate where you are coming from. Now, when I say that this Black Stars team brought us some relief against Wales, it was to underscore the point that, see, this is a team that met Sudan in the AFCON qualifiers, Niger, and didn't make it out of the group. So if for some reason now we are playing some football that brings us some semblance of the Black Stars of old, and I'm referring to that second half performance, I think that we should give credit to at least the technical handler for the drastic change in the team.
A limited time. Please allow him to make his point. When you don't believe what?
No, you're making it sound like I interjected. I said A.
Please proceed,
Charlie.
So we had a coach that told us that we didn't have a right back. Then against Wales, we've seen one of the best right back performances we've seen in the Black Stars in a long time, right? Kelebianchi was being played out of possession. So the point essentially is that you need to appreciate where you're coming from, and that brings some level of relief. Against Wales, we had 34% of possession the entire game. In the first half, it was much less. We had only about 24%. We also had in excess of 70% of the ball. Now, this is where my point is. And Gabi, I'll just give you quick 4 takeaways. I'll run through very quickly. You know, the point is that against Wales and Croatia, of course, when we meet Anderson, Declan Rice, Kobe Mainoo, you know, they are going to have more of the ball. Bellingham, you know, it's a fact. So it's clear that from the style of play we saw, or how Queiroz tried to set up the team, it was more like a low block kind of defensive system. Then get your wingers to run at the defense when there's a counter. Hope that your forwards are able to link up, play very well, and get a goal. That is how I see the team setting up basically at the World Cup. Because clearly, in the middle of the pitch, you don't have the men who can hold the ball and dictate play. Partey's fitness has come under severe scrutiny. He's not had enough minutes. He doesn't look really sharp. And against Wales, we saw him fall back too many times trying to help the defensive line. Some even feel like he should have been off. If it was a competitive game, would have had a red card, and that would have been it. So clearly, we saw the shape of the team going into the World Cup. And I've heard you.
You saw the shape of the team?
Pretty much. Or how at least Queiroz intends to play. And we said that he comes into this job as a defensive-minded coach. And we saw that a lot against Wales. You mentioned on World Cup Central today that it would have been really great if we had another friendly. Because that would have given us another idea, you know, of how this team is going to the World Cup. And I completely agree with you on that. So my concerns really was how we defend crosses into the box. Coach has spoken about Rahman. I hope that if he gets a chance to speak to him, he should talk to him about his, you know. And you know, I look at the criticisms that have come in his way. Some of them quite unfair. Right, but also in a way justify the concerns people had around the drop of Derek Con, because people felt like he was more agile, he was bringing a lot more into the team, you know, even though he had also defensive concerns, but attacking wise he was better, he had more pace, and he would have offered more generally, you know. So of course that is in the past now. We don't want to revisit all of those conversations. So yes, we agree, it's a team in transition, it's a completely new back line. I don't even think prior to Wales, Eric Opoku, Ajete,
Jerome Opoku, sorry, Jonas Ajete,
had played together. So I was quite impressed, and we'll give credit to that. But the point is that we are going to have less of the ball, at least in the group stage.
Expected.
And it is given. So what that happens, or what that means, is that now you need wingers you can trust. And that is why, for me, I was so impressed with Ernest Nuama when he came on. We've had cause to criticize his inclusion. I didn't, by the way, you know, but those were fair criticisms at the time. He had played only 32 minutes of football. No World Cup team was going to take a chance on that. But he's justified why he's supposed to be in this team. And fair play to him, right? I think the biggest takeaway, or my key takeaway from the game as we witnessed, is quite clear, at least from the starting or from the defensive area, right from the goalkeeping area. I think generally the consensus is that Atizigi gets the nod over Benjamin Asare. He was better composed in goal, much more confident, made impressive saves, and generally, you know, I think I was listening to Augustine Ahimfo, who was talking about the fact that Benjamin Sarr is too jittery. I think he's part of the team. It's a great addition.
He's made that submission again on World Cup Syndrome.
So
has to do with his.
I think generally it was pretty obvious based on the kind of performance we saw from Lawrence Atizigi. But again, even him, there's a lot more polishing he needs to add to his game. And you're hoping that in training, Gaspar and the likes, Fatal, Lion, they can do the necessary job to get them top shape out of the competition. The second takeaway would have to. It's difficult, right? Because I watched Kamaldeen play, and the big question I ask myself is, when will we finally get to say that this is the Kamaldeen that we've been all looking forward to? He looks a pale shadow of himself each time he's in the Black Stars, and for me, it's worrying, right? And I'm hoping that the technical team can do some work on bringing his confidence. I believe it's a confidence problem, really. It's not a lack of talent, and I don't think it's a tactical discipline issue as well. It's basically a confidence problem, and if you are to get the best of him, the technical team must do that. I'm saying that because I look at Ernest Nuamah walking to the team on the back of a very devastating injury, and he's looking more intense, more sharper, more purposeful than Kamaldeen, and it's
very explosive.
And it's a problem for me, right? So Kamaldeen needs to come to the party, and he's been given a long group, and I hope that he doesn't fluff this opportunity. Another thing, Baba Rahman, coach has said a lot about him. I'll keep it short. See, there's a very big difference between criticism and abuse. A lot of what I saw on social media was abuse, or borderline abuse, and we don't condone that. It is wrong. They have families, they are human, they feel it and all. I was listening to Jordan today, right? He said it's on social media.
He says that he doesn't,
because there's too much negativity there, really. That's what it is. But you see, in saying that, the performances also need to improve. You need to you need to give us reason not to silence those critics and the hate generally, in as much as we don't condone it. I don't think that he's covered himself in glory when it comes to that. And of course, Gideon Mensah struggled earlier in the game, but he caught on. Baba Rahman came. I don't want to blame. It's a friendly. All of what we saw against Wales, I don't think there were players who were all giving their 100%. I mean, they don't want to get hurt before the World Cup. So you don't want to take too much away from the game, but it gives a clear indication of what to expect. If we are going to play Baba Rahman against some of the most pacey wingers we've seen in Europe last season, we'll struggle. If it comes up against Rashford, Anthony Gordon, I struggle to see how he'll survive, or even a Perisic at this age. So clearly there are concerns then. We don't condone the abuse, but he needs to live up to expectation. And the final point I'll make, really, a little controversial, but it has to be said anyway.
Which is
the fact that if we are going to play the low block like Carlos Queiroz has showed us, I don't think that there's confidence in Jordan Ayew leading this line. I'm saying this because I agree he is great at holding up play. He draws the foul, but that is not enough for a team that is going to play a low block. And I also get the sense, I listen to some analysts that say, see, Carlos Queiroz's biggest trait in football is how he can adapt, change things up, and get a team going again. But I look at the way Jordan plays, and I think his biggest quality to this team is probably coming off when we are protecting a lead to come and consolidate the play for us. But if you want somebody who is sharp, who is running at defenders, who can shoot, who can link up play to a much better extent, I think that we will be looking at other options who can offer more.
Who would you put there?
I look at the names.
Brandon Thomas Asante, there's Prince Duke of Nine there for you.
Charlie, but the short Brandon play, Charlie is on stomach direction when we were sleeping. But I think he offers much more than Jordan in that role. And I say this because both players give us a fair kind of comparison to make. They play in the same league until Jordan was relegated. Look at Brandon's numbers, for example. Look at Jordan. The argument that will be made in favor of Jordan is that he has more national team experience. But that will be true if you are playing some African football competition where your experience around the national team comes to play. But at the World Cup, where is, the World Cup is a leveler. Everybody's coming in hoping that their best teams can, So I look at Brandon Thomas Asante, for example, the kind of season he's had under Frank Lampard, Coventry, and it's, the difference is like night and day. So you have a striker who led his team to win the championship. Mind you, the championship is described largely as the most difficult league in the world. He has 13 goals. He made top 10 of the top scorers list in the EFL. So I look at his play, and largely under Frank Lampard last season, he played mainly as a centre forward, even though on occasions he played on the right wing and sometimes on the left wing. I think he offers more because he's had a very good season. He came back from injury, contributed 13 goals, 4 assists. His pace is going to come in handy. His ability to shoot the ball is generally seen to be impressive for the player he is in the championship. So I think that if we are minded about getting a very effective forward line, we may be looking beyond having Jordan Ayew lead the line. I'm not saying that he's not good enough for the Black Stars. His inclusion in the team is good, but we need somebody who can actually do the job. And when it's time for us to do the other things aside the pay, he can motivate the boys. There's so many other things he can do. So generally, these are my 4 takeaways. I think Atizigi over Benasari is pretty clear. We need to look for a new striker if we are going to play the way we saw Kroos set up his team against Wales. And of course, Baba Rahman needs to be more involved in the play. I don't think he'll be starting anyway. But if he gets to come on the pitch, he can't go on with this kind of performances.
Real quick, give me your starting 11 after all the point that you've made. Your starting 11, and also from what you saw against Wolves, who you think should be the ideal 11 we should pick for that game against Panama?
It'll be difficult to pick, but what I can confidently tell you is that based on the Wales game, there are some players who have become mainstays in the team. I believe Atizigi should be one of them. Marvin Senaya
starts. Marvin Senaya on the right,
definitely on the right. Gideon Mensah on the left. All things being equal, I think the centre back pairing has been pretty much sorted.
Yeah. So Jonas,
Jerome, pretty much. The middle is where the problem is. I think Partey is our best player. He's had off-field issues that has sort of affected his focus.
No, but Partey
and also fitness generally.
Think we exposed him because look, he put in 2 tackles, attracted 1 yellow card. If that was in a competitive game, I don't think
he's off. And like I'm saying, it's partly because of the low block that we are playing, because you find yourself very deep in your own half, in your 18 box, trying to defend tackles and all of that. If you are going to be much more offensive, he's the one to distribute the balls for us. Elisha Owusu, I think Akane Kakra. I think so, right? So I'm not really sure what the midfield pairing will be.
So Partey and
Jirenchi, very likely. Up front, I think that Enes Nyama has made a strong case for himself. So as Semenyo is a given, right? Fatal. Also, I don't know. Maybe coach should talk to us about Fatal's tactical discipline, because I see him do so much in the game. There were so many times Marvin
Senaya.
Exactly, Marvin Senaya was making overlapping runs and the ball wasn't being released to him. I don't know what the instructions to him were, but clearly he could have offered more as far as his combination of play with Senaya was, and I didn't really see that. So and he, like Kamaldeen, need to come alive in this Black Stars team. It's been long overdue. So I think that, all things being said, Atizigi, Senaya, Gideon Mensah, Jirenchi, Enes Nyama, Semenyo, and hopefully Brandon Thomas Asante would lead this line. But there's enough quality in the team to really go all out.
Bernard. He's touched on the playing body. I want to look at the technical area. I know coach, would want to do that more, but I want to focus on one specific area. For tournament football, one of the most important names on the list for tournament football is the people would describe as scouts and or video analysts. These are guys who, if you get right, are able to read the operations of your opposition team and come to the table with a fantastic report that the coach can work with to help have a positive advantage over your opponent. I feel if you look at the games we played against Germany,
Mexico, and you look at the Wales game, there's a difference. You can see the gap. It seems that the guys who monitored the Mexican national team and the German national team, well, I won't sit here and say they didn't do their job, but if you wait, I feel the guys who did the Wales assignment really weighed the Wales team well, and that's brought a good report that gave the coach the ability to use certain players that we didn't even have believe in. And on the day, the tactical approach really brought the results that we needed.
Okay.
Milovan Rajevac, in some time past, when he had an opportunity to be with these Black Stars, established a system that works for him. And Jude rightly mentioned that absorbing the opposition threat and then relying on counter with important players. So he had Richard Kingston in post, Pencil on the right, had Mensah and Vosa in the middle, then Hans Dusape on the other side. In the middle, had Annan and Derek. Tony Annan and Derek. Kevin Prince Boateng. There's Amwa, who served as a first number 10 in there, sitting right behind Asamoah, and there was a Montario on the other hand. You look at that setup, and he established that the team had strengths upfield. And for the Black Stars, we've had that in a minute. We've cried for who becomes that replacement for the baby jet Asamoah for a minute. But interestingly, we are now under this coach. I've gotten so much belief. You know why? Because if I look at how we mapped up that strategy against Wales, and Jude rightly mentioned that we chanced on the strength that we had in the team. I'm envisaging a Thomas Partey, Calibranchi sitting right in front of the defense. I don't have any problem having the guy who played the entire 90, Jonas and Jerome playing 4 and 5. They've showed glimpses of what can happen.
Was Jonas the only one who played 90 in the entire game?
Yeah, he was.
He took everybody out. Yeah,
he was the only one.
Wow.
It gives us glimpses of what this team can do when given the opportunity. It also goes back to the technical handlers, to establish that they didn't have a lot of time with the playing body. He explains that if they had a lot of time with the playing body, indeed this team would be very dangerous.
Performed way more than we did.
We've all said in time past, and I can pull a squad as far back as what CK Akono used in the AFCON some time past, or even Milo himself, and through his 55-man squad and his final list 26, where he went into the tournament with, and some names that are there up until now, and some names who've also in recent times gotten into the Black Stars, but we've really not seen the star in them, that Black star in them. This coach, from the players themselves, indicated that indeed training was not easy and it was hard. So it means the coach was trying to get the best out of them. That was also in relation to the reports that he has had from his video analyst.
I see.
So I want to tackle that as my first point. Then in transitioning to my second point, I feel, look, whatever we saw in that game against Wales, the error was a blessing. That's a blessing.
Which are the errors?
That's which led to the equalizer.
You mean Baba
Rahman's blunder, if you want to.
Nico Williams going past.
Okay. You I have a feel
he said it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, it's a blessing in disguise. It brings this technical handlers to see beyond the good that we saw, as in their strategy that they mapped up to face Wales. Now they see that, okay, there's this weaker link in this space, that if we should get a Saka who will be more swift and faster
and direct
in that space, we need to have options. We need to have a solution.
Who is that option? Gideon Mensah?
It's what I'm saying, that this is why we are seeing that. Recall that Gideon Mensah was playing directly against Dan James, and James gave him a chase for his money. Indeed, the press, he had gone past him about 3 or 4 times before Gideon was able to gather himself and find a way of stopping him. The technical handlers are going to sit Gideon down, let him watch that clip, ask him what he feels he could have done right in that instant, and then profess solution to how they'll map up against the Sackers, the Hurricanes, and all of these guys in the English setup. We don't necessarily have to play some magic game. It's not as if we are writing off the Panama game. They can come up with huge, surprise. So he paints the picture clear to these technical handlers to say that even defensively we are not a unit yet.
There's still more work to be done.
There's still more work to be done.
Do you think so? Carlos Queiroz said in 10 days this team will be at the level he hopes they are, and we are in a good shape against Panama. From what he said, it looks like he's dwelling so much on the defensive unit of the team.
Sorry,
you think he can? We can get this team at that level.
Forgive me.
Just real quick so that I can take
I think we can. He can get this team to the level we desire, because this team was in sixes, isn't it? We didn't know the kind of play under Coach Otoado, because we're scattered around, and at a point in time, even during commentary, it was super difficult putting positional movement and the way passing was going on the field together. We struggled for a moment, but under this coach, even at the point where he took 10 players out and brought 10 in, we still had a certain base.
And that team structure,
the defensive organization movement was still there in this setup. So I feel he's a big coach. You can't be Manchester United. You can't be working under Alex Ferguson, who loves the defensive thinking as well, because of the nature of the Premier League when he once had United as a coach. You can't coach Real Madrid, who is super offensive, getting talent, who want to go forward and score, and not learn how to defend or how to have that structure in your team. I think the Ghana team sits well for him, the right team for him to come back or come out of coaching, use his number of years, his 5 consecutive years, right, being a coach, at this level.
So he's this will be his 5th consecutive.
Absolutely,
as at the World Cup, and that's quite impressive.
That's huge, and you can bring all of those experiences on board to help get the Black Stars to be that team that everyone will see and say, no, this is Carlos Queiroz's team.
Let me bring you in on the midfield conversation, because I think that's where a lot of people are focused on the party conversation, or the party Caleb Hirinchi, the I don't know which one you want to go with, but talk to me about that.
My thoughts on Kwesi Sibo and
has a famous quote on Kwesi Sibo.
Kwesi Sibo and my thoughts are already.
Honorable sends me a message now. Kobuna, he says he's listening to the show in regards to all of us.
We take on.
He says the corner is Central Hotel. I have to say it before we begin to think.
Please proceed.
So my thoughts on Kwesi Sibo and Elisha Owusu are quite well known, particularly on this platform, where I've stated that Ghana can do way better than those two. I mean, if you are going into a tournament and you don't have Majid Ashimero in it, and you do not have Ibrahim Suleimana, as in we are talking like for like replacement. If you don't have Ibrahim Suleimana in there,
midfield is light.
Then what are we doing? Because it means that you are not improving your chances of being able to attack teams from deep, and it makes it easy to just key on Thomas Partey. If I'm game planning for a Ghana game, I don't need to stress much when it comes to building from midfield or building from deep. All I need to do is just arrow Thomas Partey, and that's pretty much it. Ghana can't build anything from deep. All they would have to do is to go long, and when you go long, let's see, you fancy your chances of winning the possession, because at the end of the day, maybe Carlos Queiroz starts Jordan Ayew, and in that sense, if you are England and you are playing, let's say, McGahey, Dan Burn, John Stones, I'll fancy my chances of winning those those long balls over the over Jordan Ayew. And so in that sense, picking those two guys, we could have even dropped one, and I'll be okay with it. But picking those two guys,
as in Elisha Owusu and
Kwesi Sibo, we've made things very difficult for us, for ourselves, in the sense that it makes it easy to game plan for Ghana. If you are playing against Ghana, it makes it so easy to game plan against Ghana. See. Because at the end of the day, where is the passing going to come from the middle? It's just going to come from Thomas Partey. Take Partey out, who is going to give the passes?
What do we do with Augustine Boache, who is more like the only creative and ball progressor in the team?
He is more of a, let's say, how do I put this? He's more like a Jude Bellingham. I
think he's more offensive.
He's more offensive than someone who is expected to be a pivot. That's why I was advocating for Ibrahim Suleiman, because at the end of the day, he, in terms of his football teaching and background, is more suited to play the Partey role than Kwesi Sibo or Elisha Owusu. You've been coached by Gasperini, and he got coached at a certain point by the former Leicester City and Chelsea. Is it Ranieri? Yes, Claudio Ranieri. If you've been coached by these two guys and you've played under them extensively, there's no way you'll be a player who can't distribute the ball under pressure. There's no way
passing it forward.
There's no way
the ball around.
There's no way you'll be a DM or a pivot where you play out of control the way Kwesi Sibo sometimes plays. We saw that record in Real Oviedo's penultimate game in the league.
Yeah,
that caused him to.
Even against Worth, truth be told,
we saw that
he considered the penalty.
Yes.
We saw
ball on another day.
We saw the wild side of him, and we've seen the wild side of him. And then you add onto all that with Elisha Owusu's lack of passing ability or passing range. We saw in that Wales game where he attempted like 3 crossfield passes. None worked. So by having those two, and in the same team at the same time, I honestly believe we've just limited ourselves and made ourselves very easy to game plan for, and exposed our limitations.
One of the two will start anyway.
One of the two is likely to start, because at the end of the day, Partey has his own injury issues to deal with.
But don't you think that also fits into what Queiroz wants to do with this team? Especially, we know what we've got. We know who he is as a manager. Very defensive minded, wants to get teams on the break. And so he doesn't need players to
be able to provide the ball or carry the ball.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because I'm asking this question because I saw a very similar thing with Wolves. Like you said, Elisha used to try spraying passes around, was not working. So he needs us to move the ball real quick, give it to players who have got pace in our wingers.
Yes.
Whether it's Semenyo or whoever.
The problem, those two guys, they can't even move it quick. When they attempt moving it quick, they give it away. That's the point you're always making.
And on top of that,
they don't know how to pass.
And on top of that,
is that not where Kelebrinchi comes in?
Because I think he's
not a passer per se, but he's a sort of a guy who can
energy, intensity, and
win the ball
and then see the gap
off an opponent, make interceptions, make blocks. Then it can trigger something.
Yeah.
So for instance, look at how our first goal came about.
What he did with Nyoma.
It came off Brandon Thomas Asante
winning a tackle,
the ball, making an interception
to him, and then
those are the things that Caleb Ewenchu will do.
Okay.
So once he makes that interception and we get possession, who is the first person they will give it to? It's Thomas Partey.
Spread the ball around.
For him to spread the ball, because you can't give it to Kwesi Sibo. You can't give it to Elisha Owusu. So it makes it easy to game plan for Ghana against Ghana.
Can they not be coached under? Queiroz.
Kwesi Sibo and Elisha Owusu.
Yeah,
they are formed players. They can't be changed. No, they are formed.
But can't the instructions from Queiroz to them change?
You see,
what instructions do you mean?
It is not the instruction not changing them. Yes, the instruction will be clear to change them, but they don't have
the execution
to do it.
Yeah, that's like telling.
It's a talent problem.
It's not a talent problem. No, they are talented,
so they can do it.
They are talented enough to get to where they are right now and execute the style of play as they are built to do so. It's a player profile issue. They are not built like that. That's like forcing Harry Maguire to be a ball playing centre back like John Stones. It won't work. But because he's already formed. You clamored as a player.
You clamored for Salim Adams to be in this team. Would it have been any different?
Of course, he's a
Salim Adams is just like Augustin Boache. No, he's just like Augustin Boache. He's not a DM.
Yeah, the profile of him. I mean,
he is not a DM. He's a central midfielder who can provide a decent shift or a good shift in defense. But he's not a DM.
Jude, if you watch Salim,
you get me hooked on when you say, for example, that Ibrahim Sulemana added a lot more to the team. Majid Ashimeri on the basis of the Mexico game, fantastic. But you completely lose me when you bring in Salim Adams.
Unless you've not watched him a lot. Dude, unless I'm not questioning. I'm not denigrating what, but I'm saying that unless you don't know the profile.
So you let me finish.
Yeah, you finish.
So that's what I mean. And on top of that, defensively, I've already said what I will say about Babara, man. People say rate him.
Won't take any Babara under here.
I can't rate him. A player who made just 3 touches in the game.
After that one, I decided with those who put out those tweets.
I can't rate him.
How many minutes? 10 minutes.
He had forget about the minutes. He had 3 touches in the game.
Okay. No, 3 touches. So for context sake, we need to do the minutes.
The touches. Okay, so 10 minutes.
Yes.
Okay,
so 5 minutes and extra time.
So 10 minutes, 3 touches.
What again?
He delivered 2 accurate passes.
1 VE, 1 dual, 1. Nico Williams goes passing.
1 defensive contribution. How can you rate such a thing?
But the coaches will tell you that even the way a player runs, the way he turns, is indicative of whether it's a +1 or a -1. So I think
the way you had a problem with the way he turned, or the way
he made a huge mistake.
He was off.
He was off. The thing is, he's a defender. He got beat. It happens.
Yes.
But
that doesn't make him a bad left back.
You know my thoughts on Babara and Gideon Mensah.
Yeah, that he's a fine left back.
Both players shouldn't have been in this squad. One had to be dropped. If we were to our backs were pushed to the wall and we had to pick one had to go and one had to be dropped. It's just like the Kwesisibo Elisha Wusu thing. You can't have both in the same team. That is a no. That's an overkill.
Like
you get it.
Both of them starting. You mean to say?
No, you can't have both in the same team.
Yeah.
One has to be dropped. One had to be dropped because both lack athleticism. You shift the ball, they are stuck. They can't recover.
I think
you shift the ball, they are stuck. And the worst part for me is that yes, Dan James is pacey. We are going to be playing against teams that have pacey wingers. I get it, but are you telling me that Dan James, when he was playing for Man United, all the time played against left full backs that were very as pacey as him? No, some were very slow, but at the end of the day, they had other things that they used that counted Dan James's speed. And I was looking for those things in our game against Wales.
You did not see
I did not see that coming from Gideon Mensah. And that for me is why I worry. That yes, you can beat them with speed because both of our left full backs lack athleticism and speed. But at the end of the day, use your smarts. I didn't see those smarts in there.
Yeah.
And our defensive line, they need work when it comes to the offside trap. Because watch every time that the ball was swung into the box.
And that's how Panama will play.
Terrible, rigid, jagged line. You are not going to catch any striker on offside. You are definitely not going to catch Hurricane offside. You are not going to catch Oli Watkins offside with that jagged line offside trap. You are not going to catch anyone offside. So that space, it needs work. And honestly, I'll pick Kojo Opon Prepare to start. Yes, Ajete had a fine outing over anybody who is on the right side. He's our best defender. Kojo Opon Prepare
to play him as a right back.
No, as a right center back. Yeah, okay. He's the best defender minus Salisu and Jiku at this point. And Abdul Mumin is hobbled at this point.
That takes Jonas out.
Fine by me.
Jerome will be the left center back.
Yes, fine by me. So that's what I'll pick. Then the forward, you already know my stance on Jordan Ayew. There's no way he should start this game because just picture this. Enes Nyama, the chance that he got, that he ran with the ball, quick exchange of passes and ran with the ball, and we created that goal. Do you see Jordan Ayew doing it? You don't see it. And it won't happen because he lacks the speed and he's not as direct as Nyama. Every everyone has his or her own style. That is not the style of Jordan Ayew. He prefers to keep possession. He prefers to link up play a bit slowly rather than go directly. It's not a knock on him. It has his uses and his functions, but those functions have to come when Ghana is holding on to a lead in the 80th minute, 84th minute, 83rd minute. Then he will have to come in and provide that kind of service for Ghana. In that sense, he should be dropped. And for me, Abdul Fattah Ishaku, as I've said, if he does not sit up and play to instructions and want to make himself a prima donna
all the time, his tactical discipline is
trust me, he needs to be benched. If he's not willing to put in the hard miles, and play according to instructions as a winger, not as a inside forward or as a secondary striker, he needs to be benched. And he needs a talking to, because when I look at him play, his body language, his work rate, everything about him when he plays for the Black Stars is smacks of a player who has arrived. But he has not arrived. He has not arrived. Far from it. Partey can walk around lazily and casually. I don't care, because he has reached that mark. That's why I made that point earlier about that Otoado saying. If Carlo Ancelotti had made that analogy about if I drink soup, I use spoon. If I eat rice, I eat fork. I use fork. Nobody will bat an eye. Nobody question him, because he has enough cash in the bank. But you, Otoado, what cash do you have in the bank? Exactly. So real quick, Abdul Fattah Ishaku, you have done well for yourself by moving from Benfica B to become a starter at Leicester City. Sporting Lisbon. To become a starter at Leicester City, a team that got relegated, but you are one of the few players that are in high demand. You've done well for yourself, and I applaud you for it. But boss, Rich, you are not yet a world-class winger who should be walking around leisurely and casually demanding for the ball to be worked up to him. Reach that level, and if you are not at that level, you dare not try to play out of the structure of the coach and the tactical plans of the coach, and try to do your own thing where you want to work like an inside forward or a secondary striker. You are not there yet, so he should listen to instructions and play according to the game plan. If he's not willing to do so, Carlos Coro, CQ, Kakalika coach, bench him again. At the end of the day, there are options out there. But Thomas Asante can play there, Prince Kwabena Edu can play there, and Iñaki Williams can play in that position. On top of that, Kamaldeen, he's another one. There's no way he should be starting for Ghana.
Okay, thank you, Yao Minta. We have to go for a quick break.
Why they call Kakalika?
Why he was dancing to the song? Didn't you see?
Oh, Charlie.
We're taking a quick break. When we come back,
who teach him the dance?
Who
teach Coach Carlos Queiroz the Kakalika?
Oh, he be Gio.
No, you be like Fatah is
No, we be
when we come back, we hear from Coach Christopher, who's been listening. More fire. 97.3. We're back with more.
Get ready for a historic business opportunity at the FIFA World Cup 2026 in Boston. As Ghana takes on England, Ghanaian businesses also get the chance to take on the global market at the Made in Ghana Expo happening June 22 and 23, 2026 at the Envision Hotel, Boston, USA. Latina Travel and Tours, in partnership with the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, invites manufacturers, fashion designers, food processors, beauty brands, pharmaceuticals, real estate companies, banks, construction firms, and many more to showcase their products to international buyers, distributors, and investors. Boston, USA, home to one of the strongest Ghanaian diaspora communities, will welcome fans and business leaders from across the world, making this the perfect platform to grow your brand and expand into the US market. Reserve your booth now and enjoy massive global visibility and powerful B2B networking opportunities. Call Tina on 0244-260-789 or visit Latina Travel and Tours at Alisa Hotel, Northridge, Accra. Made in Ghana Expo FIFA World Cup in Boston, proudly powered by the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry and Latina Travel and Tours.
This advert is brought to you by Casa Preco Alomo Bitters and Alisa Hotels.
Who dey brush? We dey brush them. Who dey brush? We dey brush them. Brush your teeth. Brush your politics every day and night. Slide the gems and tattoo them, price the gems away. England gem, we go price them. Croatia gem, we go price them. Panama gem, we go price them. We go.
Whatever the gems, brush them away with the new Pepsodent, now in limited edition World Cup packs. This advert is FDA approved.
From the heart of Africa we stand, building dreams across the land. Every step we take aside, helping you rise, taking you higher. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. BOA, we go there for you night and day. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher.
The countdown has begun. The world is gearing up for the biggest football spectacle on the planet, the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But before the first whistle blows, there's a story behind every team, every player, and every number. Get ready for the World Cup Diaries, only on 97.3 Citi FM, your ultimate destination for everything World Cup. From mind-blowing statistics to deep dives into all the participating teams to insights that you didn't even know you needed. Starting April 7th, 2026, every weekday. Catch it live at 10 minutes past 3 p.m. on the Traffic Avenue on 97.3 Citi FM. We bring you quick, sharp, and electrifying updates that break it all down. So you don't just watch the game, you understand it. Every stat has a story, every team has a journey, and we're bringing it all to you. Don't miss the World Cup Diaries at 10 minutes past 3 p.m. weekdays on the Traffic Avenue, only on 97.3 Citi FM.
Citi 97.3. Accra.
Welcome back, 97.3 Sports Panorama. Let me take some messages and then I'll get Coach Christopher Nimley's thoughts. But you can send us your thoughts 0539969996. Is that okay? Just this one, yeah. Good evening, Sports Panorama and team. After watching the Black Stars play against Wolves, they did well. We have a good team for the future, but at the World Cup, they will be playing against an experienced Croatian side and a quality side in England, and only the country I see Ghana beating is Panama. I tip England and Portugal, France, Spain want to win the World Cup. Okay, from Sports Master. Okay, this one says, I'm going to sleep. Wake me up when coach arrives. Okay, wake up then. He says, please, what is the on-goal specialist Jonas Ajete and Barman doing the team? Realistically, I think Jordan has lost his legs and strength. Playing him in our first 11 would be a great disadvantage to the team. By his regards to fellow Blobby in the studio, Judankan. Prosper from Dakuma, listening to the show. Nitojo from Tema Newtown says, Keten Oto worry Ghanaians for long. Vast difference in the Black Stars play, more room for improvement, or say Black Stars. Good evening, Gabby and team. I'd like Coach Nimley to technically explain the equalizer against Wolves. I see Baba Rahman at fault, but I know Coach will be candid in his explanation. Okay. Before Coach reacts to that, let's take a listen to Jeffrey Boss, Keta Kreku. He's been saying a few things ahead of the World Cup.
Do you think we can win the World Cup?
Obi Onimbia himself me very real.
Okay.
I have seen Mehu bad teams win big tournaments. Me say good teams lose big tournaments.
Are we a bad or a good team?
Me say good teams win big tournaments. So you can never rule out any football nation, Ghana inclusive.
Are we a good or a bad team?
We are a good team.
A good or an average team?
We are a good team.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, a good team.
And to Ube winning World Cup.
Yeah, a good team.
Ube winning World Cup.
Me pese me winning World Cup.
But Ube winning World Cup.
Me pese me winning World Cup.
Into Ube winning World Cup. And the Oma me.
Me pese me winning. Me pese me winning. Me pese me winning.
But Ube winning.
There may be me winning no. Ena me.
Ena Ogusa. But Ube winning.
Nyami ya aduma.
Ube win. Into as what to mean.
Can
you can own the thing.
See nyami ya aduma. Me answer. You see. Okay. I'm going to say but nyami ya aduma.
Mr. President. Ona ye Ghana. Obi kana say.
Me say.
Ona ye president.
Me say. Ghana will be represented by our best players available at the time. Ghana will be very competitive.
Okay.
The target is that we are going to war, in quotes, and when you're going to war, you don't plan to lose any battle.
Okay.
You want to win.
Okay.
That is the vision.
But you are not confident enough to say that may win.
I'm extremely confident that we are going to war and we'll win the war.
We are going to war and we'll win the war. Simple as that. No more.
Boss okay now.
Yeah, man.
Homo yele akulo, homo yele akulo, hey akulo, homo yele akulo. Oh, Babara man, I want to see your character, kele washikekele. I want to see your character, kele washikekele. Inkobile, Babara mobile, inkembile, Babara mambile, awobile, Babara man. Oh, Baba oh, Baba Rahman, oh, Baba Rahman. Gabby, you want me to talk about the Black Stars, right?
Yeah, man.
Now go deep.
Yeah, man.
Look, I watched the game from start to finish.
Start to finish.
Truth be told,
1 minute plus 95.
Truth be told, after watching that game, the more I dislike Keto Kriko.
Oh, how?
I'm telling you honestly. After watching that game, hey, Ket, where did you?
Otto should have been gone.
No, you see, I've not said the reason why I respect this man. Jude now, Jude has read into it. I said, fact. If this is 10 days of a proper coach training, come on, man.
Find X. Find X. No equation.
Look, me. Nobody can say otherwise. Even when Otto qualified for the World Cup, me and Yao Minta were saying it here. One unity.
I said that after the
because
sack him, give him his.
We should have allowed Carlos Queiroz to coach the game against Germany, the game against Austria, the game against Mexico. This would have given the man 4 proper.
He should have gone after after the AFCON,
or even like
the
three proper games.
Yeah,
or 3 proper games, because I'm not sure you'd be there for them.
The more I watched the game against Wales.
Wales.
How you do pronounce it?
Wales.
Wales.
It's W-A-L-E. So Wales.
Yeah, Wales.
The more I watched the game against Wales, I told myself that look. When the decision was that obvious, Jude, it was an obvious decision that we needed to sack Otto in term.
True.
But this man, single-handedly, look, I know of ESCO meetings where he vetoed. I'm telling the people of Ghana today.
You mean Keto Kreku?
I'm telling you, wherever he is, he's watching me. He knows what I'm saying.
He vetoed what? The stay of...
He vetoed that although the position and the position of the ESCO was to sack Otto after the AFCON disaster, he vetoed that Otto was not going anywhere. He vetoed that Otto had to go with nowhere. And for me, it was shocking that As president of the Ghana Football Association, this man couldn't see the obvious.
Oh, he was myopic. Is that what you are saying?
Of course.
Oh, Charlie.
Enani.
Short-sightedness.
Everybody saw it, but he alone. I don't want to believe he didn't see. It's his typical
strong man,
superimposable character. Yes, in chemistry we have when you are talking about optical isomerism.
Charlie, optical
isomerism. That is where you introduce the term non-superimposable behavior. But his was superimposable character on the entire ESCO. Said no, he's not going anywhere. So I watched that game against Wales, and I told myself, in the first 25 minutes, truth be told, we should have considered 3 goals. The boys didn't start the game well. I expected that because you are now being. That was the first time you're going to put into practical doing what a new manager had rehearsed with you on the pitch. So normally, the first outing of a football team, when being directed by a new manager, the players haven't. You see, they've not tested the method under proper game situation, so they'll be hesitant. The player will be confused as to what to do. What do we do here? But after some time, you see, okay. Then everybody is in sync. Then you can see that we can now move forward. I look at that game. Let me start from the midfield. First and foremost, thank God we have a right fullback. So you see, Otto told the whole world that the whole at the end, Ghana Agbone, Ghana Agbone. He told the whole world.
But to be fair, he called him, right?
No, even when he called him, that's what makes it even more serious. After calling him, what he saw on the pitch, he came back and said, we don't have a right back.
So it means the trainer scout his credibility.
I actually remember
is even questionable.
I said this on Football Made in Ghana.
You understand?
Yes.
He said we don't have a right.
But how do you call a player and come and say that he is not up to the task?
Explain why he wanted. You know what? Caleb has to.
Martin Senaya left. Marvin Senaya left that Germany-Austria campaign. Very angry. I'm telling the people of this country today.
Who played 2 in that game? In those games?
Unity.
I mean, how?
Coach, let me even help you. The Unity Cup.
That's right.
Against Trinidad and Tobago.
That's right.
He played Caleb Unity in right back.
Yes.
Later moved him into
midfield.
Brought in somebody, right? His performance at right back and midfield was like day and night.
Yes.
And then the games against Austria and Germany, you play him at right back, and you can't sit at a press conference and explain
that
why the boy should play at right back. I'm like, bro,
you see, all these things, I put it on Keto Kriku. Now let's go to Gideon Mensah. Look, for Gideon Mensah, defensively he's not good. I don't think he's good. But
defensively, rather,
no.
You
see, he's an average defender and an average player going forward. That's why he's average. So he's average
in general.
When you say good, actually, you see, let's face facts.
Because I'm surprised because people praise him for the defensive duties.
No.
Forward. People say that. But forward, they said before, and people say Panorama is the opposite of him.
No.
Panorama is good forward, and then
Baba offers more. Baba is better going forward. Far better going forward.
But the liability at the back.
Not a complete liability.
Oh, coach is a liability.
No, listen. No. Listen to me. Not a complete liability. I will address that.
Okay.
Why I said not a complete liability. So that's my view on Gideon. Let me tackle the Baba issue before I move forward. Baba was given 10 minutes to come and play. I have received proper report. In fact, people who were there and they said,
in the stadium,
yes, they said Baba didn't warm up. Are you for real? That's what people are telling me. I didn't see you. I was watching the TV. There was a warm-up and they were asked to go and sit. There was a warm-up where you saw all of them.
Yeah.
But when was that warm-up? That warm-up was like 20-25 minutes before he was brought on. There's no way you're going to ask your players.
And the substitution wasn't done.
The substitution
wasn't done. So he went back to sit.
So he went back to sit. You understand? He went back. All of us watching the game thought the man was done with the substitution. All of a sudden, the ball went and then Baba was. Because I was asking myself, truth be told, if such things are expected to happen very early in the game, or when the player who comes on is not properly warmed up, how many times have we not seen when the warm-up is not right, players start game and they concede?
But coach, the World Cup waits for no one.
Listen. So listen, I'm not equating it to the world. I'm saying that
yeah, but
there's a reason why we ask players to go and do proper warm-up before they're introduced into a game. Carlos Queiroz didn't play everybody in that game, did he? He didn't. So maybe at the time, having warmed up and was told to go and sit on the bench, maybe the boy thought that, everybody thought that, the substitution is done with. And then, come and play. He can't say, so go and play. Don't get me wrong. I think he was partly at fault for the goal. I'm not going to sit here because I'm saying let's support Baba, because I believe, look, let me tell you why I have changed my mind to give him another opportunity. I told you guys offset, right? What did I say? I said it took my little daughter. I've got 3 girls. It took my second daughter to tell me that, Daddy, who is Baba Rahman? Because the next day in school, they were talking. And my daughter came back and said, Daddy, who is Baba Rahman? I said, he plays for the Blind. I said, everybody is mentioning his name at school. And they say he didn't do well. I said, wow, this is how it could get? Or this is how far it has gotten? I think Baba has got a family. Baba has got children. Imagine, just as my daughter came, imagine
his family.
Even his kids. Papa ibo modern. Papa neke. It is extremely
damaging. That's
damaging.
why Jordan says it doesn't consume.
You see, it is extremely damaging. So I told myself that, look, he cannot be a bad player overnight. So I'm here today to encourage him that whenever he's given the opportunity, he should. It is looking like he tends to listen to a lot of the stuff on social media. So it's gotten to him. But go back to the game again. Do I fault him for the goal? Yes, to some extent I do. I won't come and say TNC, because if he was warmed up, what should have been the final? If I clear Padia can't touchline one time through.
That was Jan's point.
Yes. Asake bele. Come here, my bele.
Sweep him.
Come here, my bele. Simple. My bele, a touchline. My
point was that use your smarts.
Yes, my belly. You see, he shouldn't have allowed the guy to even turn.
Use your smarts.
But the guy did. But again, another person that we are not looking at is Abdul Mumin. Go and watch the clip again. When the guy went past Baba, like y'all said, he's a defender. All the defenders will get beat. But once he gets beat, from that angle, the player crossing the ball is not the one who's going to put the ball in the back of the net. Go and watch. Mumin was with the guy who headed the ball.
Yeah, Luis Kumas.
And then he moved away from him and kept his eye on the ball instead of glancing at the ball and looking at the danger.
So we had 5 men in the box.
Yes.
As against Wales 4 men.
4 men.
Yeah.
And everybody had a marker at the time. When you watch the slow motion, Abdul Mumin was the one who left his marker. I don't know whether his intention was to go and close the gap, but you could see the wide gap between whoever was crossing the ball. Look, I don't know who Carlos Queiroz would choose as left back. It is looking more like
Gideon.
It's going to be Gideon Mensah. But my only advice to Baba Rahman is that when he's given the chance to play, he should remember that he's there to serve his country. Like any other player on the pitch, they are there to serve Mother Ghana. Baba, close your mind. I'll come and sit here. If you don't do it, I'll tactically analyze you. Where I need to criticize you, I'll criticize you. No 2 ways about that. But this is a clean slate. Go out there and show love. Look at Jete after the first 2 games.
As in Germany and Austria.
Germany and Austria.
Gave away 2 penalties.
He gave her 2 penalties. The first penalty, could you blame him for that?
Not really.
The player headed the ball into his arm.
Yeah.
What does he do for that? Agreed. He give. What did we not say about him? I have said here like I did tell I've said it. But when you look at his performances against Wolves, you know what? I saw something about Ajete which I had never seen before.
What is that?
Go and watch the game against Wolves. In addition to him doing his job, he was always covering
for others
who were beating on the job. Look at Abdul Mumin.
Yeah.
When Jerome went out and Abdul Mumin came, Ajete covered him twice or thrice in that. He had to move and come and cross and come and deal with the situation. So I told myself that, look, I have said here that I will support this thing because this is Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
But I will not be a hypocrite. If a player doesn't do, I'll come here and if I have to fire, I'll fire. The whole Ghana knows my view on the team. Who I think should be, who shouldn't be. My stand on the fact that Joseph Mensah should have made this team has not changed. Now let's go to midfield. Hey, yo. I can't midfield be I mean I agree with you 100%.
Retweets.
Look, as for Sibo and Elisha Wood, you see, in the World Cup, we'll be defending a lot.
You don't have the ball.
Because we'll be defending a lot. As at when we get hold of that ball, we need players who can see the pass to liberate our team. My worry is because we'll be defending a lot, most of our very dangerous players will start their move from in our half. So if we have a selfish player among them, they'll be running with we are doing proper tactical analysis.
The way they do your faith for me, wait.
Yeah, if you have a selfish player, a player who will hold on to the ball and not recognize the off the ball movement of our player, because you see, we are defending a lot. So when we get to make the pass that liberates the team from that defensive shape into an attacking shape. Come on, man. You have to respect the movement.
Quick transition.
You have to respect the movement. You have to respect the movement.
And that's the exact rule of Hurricane.
You understand? You have to respect the off the ball movement. For that is our quickest way to go. Now, in midfield, Elisha also will not see the pass. Even if he sees it, technically, the execution, I don't think is there. As for Sibo, even if he sees it, his first control, you saw the control in the game, 2-3 bad touches,
very close,
very bad touches, very bad touches, extremely bad touches. Oh, why are you laughing like that, dude? I'm analyzing. Very bad.
Charlie, Jude, behave yourself. Why?
He can control.
Extremely bad.
He can control and pass. Look, I am told that he tackles well. He wins the ball.
He doesn't tackle well.
But
That's a fallacy.
Most of his tacklings are foul.
He does not tackle well.
He doesn't win the ball.
It's more
Baba Idrisu, would Baba Idrisu have been an upgrade on him?
No. The ball at Atalanta. The ball.
Why have you gone there? Baba Idrisu.
I mean, I saw his stats. I saw his stats last
season. We moved them from Baba de Nkoye. Idrisu de Nkoye. You understand what I'm saying? So that brings me to the Thomas Partey issue. Look, when I hear people talk about Thomas Partey the way they do, and some people even go to suggest that Partey should be benched. Goodness me. What? Who are those people? How do you see football? I respect your opinion.
No, but don't you? They are questioning the limited game time inside of Villarreal.
Then they should be questioning the limited game time. Almost all the players on Jordan. You mean the
No, but you see that role is
listen,
a very sensitive role.
It's a sensitive role.
So you lose the ball. Team gets exposed.
And I'm coming to it. Did he lose the ball for anybody to get?
No, he didn't. But he put in 2 tackles.
Why he plays? He had to tackle.
Okay,
but if it was a competitive game, he would have been
saying that at the end of the day, where he plays, he had to tackle. You don't play him in the midfield too. Not alongside Elisha Owusu. Somebody who's an energy and off the ball movement, whose reading of the situation is substandard.
So who would you go with?
So I'm coming. Let me address the problem is that the one of the reasons why Partey cannot sit in this team is that because of the way we'll be playing and because we are going to be a transitional team, he's the best one to liberate. No more in chemistry, say you liberate.
Free.
He's the best person.
I see.
To liberate our team. He will not only see the 5, 10, 20, 25, but he will see the 40, the 60, the 70 yards. He will see the pass. And he will execute it to perfection.
But his fitness.
And I'm saying, I'm coming, I'll address the fitness issue. So he will see the pass. So because of that, he's in the team. He's an untouchable in the team. 2, another reason why he has to play. If you play him in the midfield too, he will struggle. I would admit that he will struggle. This Black Stars team, a team that struggles in building from the back, you cannot have just 2 midfielders in that.
So you go for 3?
Look, I am praying very hard that Kalaskiros do a 4-3-3. We are told he's a 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2 coach.
Yeah. I said we saw
he
the
will only go if he is stubborn in starting Jordan Ayew. I will bench Jordan Ayew for another midfielder.
Okay.
So that, because watch, we saw Jerome, we saw Ajete. Because of the limited option they had in Partey and Elisha Owusu. Look, watch. Anytime Partey had to take the ball off them, Partey virtually had to drop deep onto the 18-yard line. Watch the game again. There was no occasion where Partey was in midfield and Jonas and Jerome were able to pick him up for him to turn and pass forward. No. He dropped along, and there were times where he was on the same line with the
defense.
And I was asking myself, it's because our 2 centre back at the time couldn't progress with the ball. In teams that would do that to perfection, their defenders are comfortable on the ball. They are not. So if you watch the game again, under pressure, we saw Ajete went long. Yeah, I spoke about that.
Yeah.
Under pressure, we saw Jerome also did what? Went long. And anytime they went long, it was what? A turnover.
So the boom, bam, beam.
That is it. So one of the basic way of stopping that is to give them more options. Because the one thing that we cannot afford to do at the World Cup is to do a lot of turnovers. We will suffer and suffer big time. So therefore, do a Thomas Partey, do a Caleb Yirinchi, and then do an Elisha Owusu.
Midfield 3.
Midfield 3. I think that midfield 3 will give the 2 centre back more option of they can go right, they can go left, they can go to the 3 guys in the middle. You see, Elisha will not move a lot. But watch Thomas Partey. When the channel is blocked, he steps along the side.
Yeah.
When the channel is, he moves just to receive the ball. Yirinchi too, with his energetics and the way he moves along, he can make himself available. So I would do a midfield 3. I swear, if we do a midfield 3,
and who will be our front 3?
It's simple and straightforward. You know what? When I came here last week and I spoke about the fact that Ernest Nuama had played only 32 minutes of football. Most people see Ghana, the negative statement sells a lot. Everybody forgot that I again stated that if he is fit, he walks straight into the team.
I remember he said
nobody remembers that. Nobody. That is the fact that people will not think Ghana, but they are thinking personal and selfish interest. I don't do that. I don't do that. And then I heard one of my colleagues elsewhere calling me a joke. You are about the joker. And I will address him at the right time on that same platform. I will go there and I will. In fact, I said I will go there, and the people there were pleading with me not to come. But at the right time, I'm going out. This is not the place to address him. Exactly. I know he's listening to this program.
Calm down.
You are a joke.
No, calm down. I beg you, calm down. No,
I just needed to say, now let me come.
I need you to calm down. Don't react to.
It's more of a joker than I am.
Because we have limited time.
So the point I'm making is that. Up front. Look, like Jude said, Semenyo, I pray God. Oh, Yehovah Zebad. I pray God that he gets one of his best tournaments, because for the Black Stars to make to do things, look, Semenyo will have to play good. So the front three, it's Semenyo and Asante, that Coventry
Thomas
striker.
Brandon
Asante. Because we need somebody. We will not be pressing the ball high up the pitch, but when you get into our zone of pressing, we need somebody who will trigger for everybody to align himself, and we go and win the ball. So I will do Semenyo, Asante, Thomas on the right. I would have loved to have Nyama, but Ghanaians should read my lips. Me, I'm not a hypocrite. What I'm saying is, per the ACL injury of the ball, he cannot play every 2 to 3 days.
Money they want to money they want bring you, but recovery no. Recovery no.
You are no quality. The
ones that they play finish, but recovery no.
The recovery.
Yeah.
Me, I'm not a hypocrite.
So who would you put there?
He's a fantastic player. But my reason that he's so good a player that we cannot be using him sparingly.
Okay.
So if there was a Joseph Pencil who would do something similar and it's fitter, he goes
ahead of Kamaldeen.
Oh, that's why I'm not mentioning Kamaldeen. If he's fit, it is the billboard that stops him. The advertising board. The what? The billboard advertising board. Can't you see those things? Those things are stopping him, and he's still not learned from them. That is shocking to me, because he's played for the Black Stars more than 6 years. Mortia. So you have to be honest and say it as it is.
The billboard stops it.
Yeah, the advertising board.
Coach, quickly, you have 1 minute. You have to wrap up.
So
you have to go.
On the right,
if
you look at the option that is there, I mean, there is a there. If I cannot start Eneshnema, I will start Christopher Bonsuban.
Yes.
Because Bonsuban too can play on that side.
I forgot about him.
Yes. I will start him.
Had a decent showing.
I will start.
So he took over on the right, right?
No, he came on the left. In my selection,
you
understand? I will put him there.
I forgot.
I'll put him on the right because he's even more dangerous on the right.
Yeah.
I'll put him there because Jason will actually what he do. What he do? I actually Jame. No more have a concert and the Fatah Isaku. If he gets the ball, he doesn't want to pass anybody. Who taught you how to play football like that? Jordan-like behavior on the pitch. What is that? Where from these people?
Yeah.
They are good players. Don't get me wrong, but you have to play for the team.
Yeah. Coach, wrap it up and let's you have to go.
Play for the team.
Yeah.
You see. So the point I'm making is that we will have to support our team.
Okay.
And we'll have to make sure. As for what the English, the Papa not saying, the former Crystal Palace chairman.
Simon.
What he's talking is absolute rubbish.
I wish to listen to him.
No, he's speaking rubbish. We know the plans. We know. Look, go to the UK as you speak today. They are afraid of Thomas Partey. So the psyche they want to. I said, if I'm part of the Black Stars, Thomas Partey will lead the Black Stars on that day. And once the English team, the first person refused to shake the hand of Thomas Partey, no Black Stars player shakes any Englishman hand. Referee, Yana Pambele, Bole, Anna Jelaomi, Anna Shantami, what favorite? Meneme Jemoko Jami, what face Sami, sovereign country, and you would sit in a studio somewhere and you speak rubbish.
Yeah, Charlie. Time is fast, man. We have to go. Well, let's do shouts, Coach. Let's do shouts, and quickly let me start
Charlie,
with you.
Today the shout out is for Baba Rahman.
Yeah, I just know you do that.
Yes, of course, I have to do it.
Yeah.
Look, Baba, if you are watching me and you are watching this program, you crave another opportunity to serve your country. What is gone is gone. You cannot fix it. But I entreat you, I motivate you, I encourage you that when you are given the chance, show us, put up your best performance, and let the people of Ghana begin to say something opposite to what we have said so far. I'm your biggest critic. If you don't do well, I'll come here and I'll tactically criticize you. Don't get me wrong. But I pray you do well. Those who brought you back into the team, they didn't manage your comeback right. I'm happy that when I said this last week, the one is listening. I'm happy that when I said this last week, most people didn't listen. But for those who listened, they remember me saying, I pray God that your performances will be top notch. Because if it doesn't go like that, people will come from.
Okay.
You will do well when the opportunity is given.
Yeah.
And then to Auntie Nancy of the Roman Reed School.
Okay.
I brought the bread. The reason why I was late.
We understand. No problem.
The reason why I was late. The bread is down there.
We are going to enjoy it with the drinks that we got from Sheba's birthday.
You understand? Oh, Auntie Nancy of Love Baker. Ama here, Afwama, close to Ablekuma.
One side.
She's always been there.
Yes,
there.
No flooding.
So if you need your bread, go there near Ablekuma. You see that just out of Love Baker. Auntie Nancy is there. She's my colleague at the Roman Reed School. One of the sweetest ladies.
Oh, Charlie, sweetest.
I tend to work with each and every day. She's so, look, the smile on her face alone is absolutely gangan. She gave me the chance to talk to her husband in midweek. Daddy, you are job no more Auntie Nancy. Wale they know Wale no more job. Auntie Nancy of love. The boys on the decks, we are grateful for the bread.
Big shout.
The sugar bread, the brown bread, the butter bread is spot on. Don't forget, when you are sharing the bread, make sure you give my man. Last week you didn't give him. If you don't give him, I'll fire you. Why would you say this?
Yeah, big shouts to Ato Olsen up here. Yeah,
Ato Olsen up here.
Yeah, Ato Olsen.
Aboko.
Shout out to
is it a Ghana Think, right? Ghana Think Foundation.
Yeah,
solid.
Shouts to Ato and up here. Big shouts to you. And big shouts to our colleague in the newsroom. Shibalino. She celebrated her birthday today. Big shouts to her.
Jude.
Charlie, shout outs to Coach CQ.
And congratulations to CK Akono. The Kenyan Premier League.
I can't talk my
CK won the Kenyan Premier League title.
Before there was, put the camera on me. Before there was CQ.
Well, before I go, we have just before I forget, we have World Cup Diaries for you on Channel 1 TV, 5 p.m. During the week. So just stay with us every Monday to Friday for the World Cup Diaries on that. And tomorrow we're here to do the Republic of Football. Yes, we'll run you through all the World Cup.
Put the camera on me.
Let me do my announcement there. Coachy. We'll be here to run you through all the updates from the 2026 World Cup. Big shout to our guys also on YouTube for always joining us and making this show a successful one. We'll be back here same time tomorrow, but we are leaving you with a Black Star song composed by Leslie Wonza. Enjoy it. We'll bring you more updates on that. Take care.